This road is called Ekona Kiomiti Ramasha Road. And I'm going to show you how the taxpayers' money was used on this road with nothing to show for it.
Nasikia hivi, hii Ruto alironji hii balabala kutoka Getengere hivi, kutoka Susira, Ekona, kaenda Ramasha. Sasa tunataka tufungulie na bandari.
So hapa wakaamua hawezi kula pesa ya wananchi bila kutengeneza kitu, wakaamua kuweka lami kidogo. Wacha tuende tuone imefika wapi. Walikuwa wanaguzisha ulimi ya lami. Aya.
Acha ikamilishe barabara na sasa alianza kuleta miradi mingine kabla hajakamilisha mradi. Siedi angetutengenezea barabara na vitu zingine, awache kupeana miradi yenye hataweza.
Yes. Thank you so much. This is Getengere village and they are so sad about
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Morara TV. So in today's video, we are going to focus on how taxpayers' money is being swindled and wasted without proper allocation and proper dedication to project. For example, there is this Riomiti Ramasha Road in Kisii County, which was allocated some hefty funding and it was supposed to be completed by around 2022, but we are still in 2024 and the road is something worrying to look at. This road costed a very good tune of 112 million, but when you look at what is happening or the kind of the road which is there, you'll wonder whether it costed the 112 million. What amount do you think it costed? Because it's very narrow, it's done shallowly, and it runs a lot of kilometers away. Tarmac is very light tarmac and it has already started getting destroyed. And that's begs the question, where are our resources taken to? Why are our resources being misused? We have seen the exposer himself of project also expose another multi-billion project in Eldoret?
I was looking at Kipkaren water treatment project. Yes.
Ulipata nini huko? Tupeleke Kipkaren kwanza.
Wacha niwapeleke Kipkaren. So Kipkaren was a project that was being funded by the Africa Development Bank, right? The value of the project for Kipkaren was 1.185 billion, but it was in US dollars. So I'm assuming that by now that value could be higher. So it was about 7 years ago. The purpose of this project was to provide up to 23 million liters per day of water into Eldoret. As you can see, Eldoret has been now upgraded into a city. But there is still a big problem of water, especially in areas of Langas, Racecourse Ward, Pioneer Estate, Kapsoya, where we have water rationing because the water that is coming in from the Kapsoya water project is not able to serve all the residents of Eldoret. So this project was conceptualized in 7 years ago. That's when the tender was awarded to a contractor called Mashiri. Now, I went there to see whether we have water flowing. And to my utter surprise, I found that there are some semblance of structures. There are some pipes on the ground, but the project has completely stalled. And to make matters worse, this contractor has already been paid 767 million.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, in terms of whether we know actually that funds have been released to the contractor to be able to do certain things. And from what you're saying, money was released, 700 and what?
767 million.
767 million. So one would assume that with this 767 million, at the very least, there would be, something working, even if it was not onto completion.
Yes, out of 1.185 billion,
More than
700
half. It's more than half.
70%.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
How do we know it has been paid?
You just read the Auditor General's report.
What does the Auditor General say about this particular project? Again, just for purposes of people who may have missed it. What project are we talking about?
We are talking about the Kipkaren water treatment piping project.
Okay.
Yeah, water treatment and piping projects.
When was it launched?
The launch date, I was unable to find it, but I found a site visit by the governor of Uasin Gishu, which dates back 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Higher. Auditor General?
Yes, this project was being done by the Lake Basin, what we call Lake Victoria North Water Services, but it was taken up by the Rift.
When you also look at the project which Morara Kebaso exposed, like the Kipkaren water, which was at 1.1 billion, was supposed to change the face of Eldoret in terms of water supply by supplying millions of cubic waters every day. But at the moment that project was halfway done, the contractor was paid 700 million. And also recently we saw the cry of Eldoret residents who came out to cry that the bills and the water prices have rose 3% by 3 times. That means even milk is cheaper than water, and water is a free natural resource. Milk you have to rear cows, and that begs the question, where is really our governance headed? We have to really rethink of our choices, because even the politics of mtu wetu will mess us also. We have seen what is happening in Moi University.
We are in this situation where 7 years down the line, we don't have a project, we don't have a contractor, and we also don't have our money.
700 million. What does the Auditor General say? What are the questions that the Auditor General raises in the report? So they basically point out that this money has already been paid out towards the project.
Yes.
It has already been spent.
Yes.
On the project.
Yes.
And when you go there's actually no treatment and piping project.
There's nothing
on the ground.
Oh, well, as I told you earlier, there is a semblance of
structures.
There's some structures, but these structures cannot be said to constitute what we can call a water project that is functional or that is near functioning. Yes.
I know you'll get some of those details and even more, because I'd like to get deeper into what you've been doing. But let's just take a step back now. Morara Kebaso,